Why you keep failing at fitness, and how to make success automatic. So I'm human, guys. I go through motivation slumps just like you, just like everyone. But here's the thing. I still hit my macros. I still train consistently, and I still stay in shape year round. And it's not because I have some superhuman discipline or great genetics. Meanwhile, I hear it all the time. I wasn't dialed in last week, but I'll get serious again. I just need to be more focused. We go through the cycle, right? We're not dialed in. We miss workouts. We are not hitting nutrition goals. And then we promise to restart again. We tell ourselves, I'm going to get serious again. And then we have this temporary effort, short-lived motivation burst. And then after a week, 2 weeks, maybe we can even stretch to like 6 weeks, we fall back to our familiar patterns. We all go through this. I go through this. And that's when it hit me. Being dialed in is not why I stay in shape. And today I'm going to tell you the harsh truth. And the way you think about fitness is completely wrong. It's not about trying harder. It's not about being dialed in. It's about making success inevitable, building systems for the laziest version of you. And, I wasn't always like this. I was in pharmacy school studying biochem, physiology, how drugs interact with the body, eating clean, consistently working out, trying every diet out there, but still looking skinny fat when I lost weight. I was still obese, and I hated the way I looked in pictures. Clothes never fit right. I never felt fully comfortable taking off my shirt because I was known as a guy who loved working out. I was the expert, pharmacy school, all of that. But overall, my physique didn't match my knowledge or the effort I was putting in, especially when I saw others doing a lot less than me, looking so much better. I even thought my metabolism or genetics were the issue, and maybe I needed to do steroids to get the physique I wanted. Then it hit me. I actually didn't know how the body worked. I was in school for it after all. I was just following trends. I was following the wrong systems. That didn't work for me. So I decided to take everything that I learned over the decade of dieting and years of pharmacy school, become a doctor of pharmacy, and build my own weight loss protocols using the scientific method. And then this happened. Finally got my six pack, got shredded, built a lean physique that gave me authority and influence over others, boosted my mental performance, and in turn boosted my career. And, this is one of the biggest things I learned throughout this whole entire process. Most of you are making this way harder than it needs to be. You think getting in shape means waking up every day, locked in, ultra focused, grinding through temptation, and forcing yourself to be disciplined every single day. And let's be real, that doesn't happen. That doesn't work long term. How often do you say, I'm going to do better, and then fall into your old patterns? I'm sure it happens all the time. It doesn't work because effort alone won't save you. You have to be making it easier for yourself. So here's the truth. I go through days where I'm unfocused. I have low motivation. I'm not always dialed in, but my results don't change. I still stay on track. Why? Because I set up my life so the default setting is success. So the truth is, your environment runs the show. Your habits, your mindset, your decisions, they're all a direct product of the environment you create for yourself. And once I realized this, everything changed. I didn't need to rely on motivation. I needed to structure my life in a way where my habits, routines, and surroundings pushed me towards my goals automatically. So before, I'm relying on motivation. My environment works against my fitness goals. And now after, where I am now, everything is structured for success. The environment automatically supports my goals. And the result? Automatic progress. Goals are achieved with minimal willpower. Let me make this real for you. One of my clients kept binging on snacks at night. He was tired from work, his training, and maintaining his relationships and social obligations. He would tell me, I just need more discipline. Oh, I got to stay locked in. I'm locked in this time. But on many nights, he'd just end up binging. Does that sound familiar? I asked him one simple question. Where are your snacks? Where do you keep them? He said, they're in my pantry right where I open it. And that right there was a problem. So I told him, what if we made it a pain in the ass to eat them? What if they weren't right there when you opened the pantry? What if they were high up, hidden behind things in an opaque container? So instead, we made apples and protein bars the easiest choice. And guess what happened? He stopped binging without using any willpower. We ended up redesigning his whole living space. So before, junk food was easily accessible, healthy options were hidden, environment was promoting bad choices, he was relying on willpower alone. He would walk into his kitchen, see the snacks, and just be like, "Urgh," right? Try to fight. But afterwards, apples and protein bars were front and center. Junk food was difficult to access, or he didn't even have them anymore. The environment now was promoting good choices, and now he didn't need willpower because everything was just provided to him. Now that you understand why environment dictates your results, let's fix that. Let's start with your kitchen because most people are losing the battle before it even starts. Step 1, remove friction for good choices. Put protein sources at eye level in the fridge. Keep it easy to grab. You're going to eat it that way. Make water the most accessible drink. Filtered water front and center, soda and juices shoved in the back or don't even have them at all. And also pre-cut fruits and veggies. Store them in clear containers. Make them stupidly easy to grab right in front of your eyes. Step 2, hide or remove bad choices. If it's a problem food, get rid of it. Honestly, you don't need it. If you can't remove it, make it annoying to access. And make cheat meals very inconvenient. If you have to work to eat it, you'll eat it less. Step number 3, structure your pantry like a pro. So the top shelf, those are your treat foods or, the things that you don't want to eat. Middle shelves, those are really easy to grab. Keep all the good stuff there. And place healthy snacks in front of unhealthy ones. Make sure everything you want to eat that's in line with your goals is right in front of you. Step 4, set up an easy meal prep system. So always have 1 to 2 emergency meals prepped. No excuse to grab garbage. And keep your choices simple. 3 to 4 meals, you rotate. Easy execution. And lastly, use smaller plates for portion control. You have to trick our brain into eating less here. Lastly, the rest of your environment. Prime your environment for success. Keep a water bottle or shaker bottle on your counter. Drink more without thinking. Use a whiteboard, sticky notes with your macro goals. Put them right in front of your fridge or in your workplaces. And keep a bowl of fruit on your counter. If you see it, you'll eat it. Having all of these visual cues will remind you when you are weak to stay on your goals. See how this is simple? It's not about grinding harder. It's about engineering success. Make the right choices easy and the wrong choices a pain in the ass. And guess what? You stop relying on willpower. You just do the right things by default. And so here is your 5-minute challenge. Take 5 minutes after this video and do one thing from the list. Whether it's tossing junk food, making protein easier to grab, or setting up a meal prep system, just pick one and see how much easier all of this gets.